Hey guys, Taylor here. I'm gonna do a quick vlog that I'm probably gonna upload immediately to YouTube that probably no one will see, but whatever. I have been trying to get my YouTube channel and get a friend of mine to do a little YouTube partnership, I guess, for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. Yeah, nerdy, I know. But I do want to talk about something that I don't think people understand and how I work. So today, my friend went to a little tournament with a few of his friends, and I couldn't go. So I told him, well, you know what, I'm working on the Evil Swarm deck, so would you do me a favor and look for Castors and Curicurons, or however the heck you pronounce it, or whatever. A few weeks ago, I wanted the Winged Dragon of Ra because I had Obelisk and Slifer from the Battle Pack 2, and I wanted the Battle Pack version. I didn't want some ring-a-ding version. Well, apparently, while he was at this tournament, he told them that I would trade my $50. I'm thinking when I was trading Slifer, I was thinking more value, not so much card. So I traded $50 card for a Raw. I'm like, well, if I get the, whatever. So he shows up. The guy is with them, right? And I'm like, so I'm pretty much at hell. I can't do much about it without looking like a royal douchebag. And it's like, well, now I have to give this guy my Slifer for a Raw. And so I'm like, well, at least I'm getting, Raw, and Raw is more helpful to me. And then I end up getting this version of Raw. Like I see it in my heart sinks because it's like, great, I'm getting a $2 card and I'm trading away a $50 card, and it actually kind of pisses me off because it pisses me off that he went out of his way to make it seem like I was just like, oh, which by the way, I told my friend a while ago that I don't care about Raw anymore. I'm trading away both of my Obelisk and my Slifer, and he's like, oh, you wanted Raw? It's like, yeah, I wanted Raw, and I told you I didn't anymore. I changed my mind. I'm doing a different deck. So I think it's kind of funny how people just assume you do things, and then the guy's there. I can't really tell him no. I kind of told him no on the phone. He's like, "Well, I'm gonna be there in 2 minutes, so you need to get out. You need to get outside." And it's like, whatever. 7:30 at night, and it's out. It's dark outside. Whatever. He shows up. The guy's right behind him on his bike. It's like, I have to do it. So I just think it's kind of sad that people would do that. And this guy's a good friend of mine, and he's like, "Oh, here you go." And I was actually planning on selling that Slifer so I could finish my deck without buying packs. And if this like I don't know, and part of me has to like control myself because it is just a stupid card game, but it's just like I feel like I got robbed because I spent like in like reality and pack wise, I spent $60 to get both of those cards, and it and then I got I got robbed 50 of it for two. It would be like the equivalent of, let's say you went and you bought a nice Xbox game. You bought what's coming out soon. You went and bought Call of Duty Ghosts, and then you tell your friend, after 3 months with it, you're like, you know what? I'll trade it. And I want to get I don't know, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 because I don't have that. You're willing to like downstep, and then your friend's like, oh yeah, I got you. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. And he hands you like he takes like you can't necessarily say no because the guy's right there, and he's like, well, here you go. Here's your Call of Duty, and it's like the wrong platform or something. It's just whatever. Nerd problems, first world problems. Um, and for people who may watch this like outside and it's like just taking away the part from it's just for a dumb recreational game. Like even in a real world aspect, it's kind of frustrating when you're put in a situation you can't get out of, and you don't want to seem like the douchebag, and you don't want to make your friend look like he's a Jack Tar. So you just what do? You roll with it. You take a hit to the guy, and you smile, grin through your teeth, and you say, "Here you go." And you screw yourself over for the sake of other people. But it's aggravating. And if you ever and if you put someone in that position, if you see this, just own up to it. Realize that don't just be like, because I told him, like I said it right there with the guy, and you're like, you do know I'm getting ripped off right now, right? And then he's like, oh no no no, he's like, just get over it. It's like, no, don't ever put someone in that position. And if people who see this, if you see this, it's like if someone tells you that they're getting ripped off, if someone tells you that no, this is not, I'm not comfortable with this, you should just listen to them instead of forcing them back into a corner. Me, like if it was anybody else, I would have told him to screw off. But considering that me and this guy are decent friends, yeah, if it was anyone else, I would have told him to screw off. It's not. I'm not doing this. I need to save this so I can sell it for much more than what you're giving me right now, and Today I got screwed over. So yeah, I just wanted to make this real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and click upload on this. Don't. But if you're ever in the situation to where someone's like not comfortable, doesn't want to do something, don't be all meh about it, because don't push people's boundaries. Because right now, I can't now over a little game. I can't trust him to even do the game correctly for me, so now I have to do it myself. And it's really sad because I was in a pinch. I couldn't get to McDonald's. I was babysitting. It's like, I can't go. Can you do this for me? And then he does not only the wrong thing, but then I get screwed over by it. So, if you're ever in that position, just don't continue to back in the corner. Don't be all whatever about it just because it's not you. Think about the other person's perspective. Because now, what I was going to do, I was going to easily sell a $50 card and don't think of it as a card. Think of it more as like something that means more to you. Something that makes it like more adaptable to you. Like you have a $50 video game. I don't play video games anymore, so it's not really applying to me anymore. It's not cool to be in that position, and people really shouldn't do it. Other than that, life has been good. So, again, for those random people who are watching this out of just like family, friends, or random people on YouTube, don't put people in that position, and learn from mistakes. Don't put your friends in that position, because I can already tell you that, like, I don't know how I'm going to handle this next time I see him, because he's going to bring it up. He's going to be all almighty about it, and I'm just going to tell him to shut up, that I got screwed over. Because of someone else's mistake. Literally, it was my money. I paid for it. And now I got less than I was going to get just because he put me in a corner I couldn't back out of. So, for those of you guys who are, again, ever in that position, don't put someone out of their comfort zone, and don't do it, because it's not cool to them. And trust me, now that I'm on the receiving end of it, me and my friend won't be having a nice talk the next time we meet, because I need to tell him, like, dude, I told you to do one thing, I asked for one thing, and then you did the exact opposite, and now I'm worse off than I was before. Because money is very limited, and that was my way of replenishing what I had lost to finish what I had started. So that kind of blows right now. I had to backtrack a little bit and get rid of more than I intended to in the beginning, and that won't sell as easily as it would have had I not been screwed over. So this is Taylor Elon signing out. Have a nice day.